Big Bang Theory Stuart spin-off gets a huge update, and it's good news. For fans of The Big Bang Theory, the prospect of revisiting the universe of nerds, comics, and quirky friendships has always been tantalizing, even years after the show's finale. While the original series wrapped in 2019, leaving viewers with both nostalgia and a few lingering what-if scenarios, one character has long stood out as a perfect candidate for a continuation. Stuart Bloom, the lovable, socially awkward, slightly downtrodden comic book store owner. And now fans have reason to be genuinely excited, because news of a Stuart spinoff has taken a huge step forward, and it looks like it might actually happen. Why Stuart deserves his own show. Stuart Bloom is arguably one of the most underestimated characters in The Big Bang Theory's long run. Introduced as the hapless owner of the comic book store that Sheldon, Leonard, Raj, and Howard frequented, Stuart was initially comic relief, a foil to the brilliance and confidence of the main cast. Yet over time, Stuart evolved into a multi-dimensional character with layers of vulnerability, charm, and resilience. His awkward social skills, his struggle with loneliness, and his undying passion for comic books made him incredibly relatable. Unlike Sheldon's eccentric genius or Howard's over-the-top antics, Stuart offered a grounded perspective. He was, in many ways, the everyman the character viewers could see themselves in. And it's this relatability that makes him the perfect candidate for a spin-off series. While the original show thrived on the ensemble cast dynamic, a Stuart-centered series could explore the nuances of adulthood, friendship, love, and self-discovery in ways that the main series never fully had time to. The latest update. Recently, news began circulating that CBS and Warner Bros. Were seriously considering a Stuart spin-off. While networks often float ideas that never make it past the initial stages, insiders have confirmed that this project has gained real momentum. According to sources close to the production, the writer's room is actively developing scripts, and Scott Bakula, yes, the iconic actor from Quantum Leap and Star Trek Enterprise, has been spotted in meetings with the production team. Of course, Bakula isn't directly involved with Stuart himself, but his presence indicates that the showrunners are thinking big. If the spin-off moves forward, it could become a significant addition to CBS's comedy lineup, blending the charm of The Big Bang Theory with a fresh perspective that explores the post-BBT life of a fan-favorite character, potential storylines and themes. While details are still under wraps, there's plenty of room for creative speculation. Stuart's world is ripe with comedic potential, especially now that the original series has left his life at a crossroads. One life after the Big Bang crew. One immediate question the spin-off would need to address is Stuart's relationship with the main cast. Leonard and Penny have moved on, Sheldon is off having adventures of his own, and Howard and Bernadette are busy with family life. Stuart's spin-off could explore how he navigates adulthood, friendship, and loneliness without the constant presence of the gang. It could be a show about reinvention and finding purpose. To the Comic Book Store Chronicles. One of the most beloved aspects of Stuart's character is his comic book store. A spin-off could focus heavily on this setting, exploring both the comedic and heartwarming stories of the quirky customers who frequent the store. Think Cheers meets The Big Bang Theory, a place where everyone knows your name and yet chaos is always around the corner. 3 romantic ventures. Over the course of The Big Bang Theory, Stuart had a few fleeting romantic arcs, including a crush on Penny and a relationship with Beverly. A spin-off could delve deeper into Stuart's search for love and companionship, offering both comedic mishaps and genuine emotional depth. His awkward charm makes him perfect for a romantic comedy angle. 4 personal growth and hobbies. Stuart is much more than a comic book store owner. He's a man with interests, dreams, and hidden talents. A new series could explore his hobbies, from his passion for pop culture to more unexpected pursuits. This could add layers to his character that fans never got to fully explore in the original show. What makes this update good news? The excitement around this potential spin-off isn't just about nostalgia, it's about the creative possibilities. Many fans feared that a Stuart-centered show would feel like a mere cash grab, but reports suggest that the production team is taking the project seriously. They're not looking for a quick reboot. They're aiming for a show that could stand on its own while paying homage to the original series. One major factor in this optimism is the involvement of experienced comedy writers and producers. The team behind the spin-off reportedly includes several former Big Bang Theory writers who truly understand Stuart's character and voice. Their experience with sitcom timing, character arcs, and ensemble chemistry could translate into a show that is both funny and emotionally resonant. Additionally, the network seems committed to giving the spin-off creative freedom. This could mean exploring more mature themes, experimenting with storytelling techniques, or even leaning into serialized plots rather than the traditional episodic sitcom formula. For fans of character-driven humor and heartfelt storytelling, this is huge news. Nostalgia factor and fan engagement. It's impossible to overstate the impact of nostalgia on modern TV. Audiences are hungry for content that evokes the shows they loved growing up, and Stuart is a character who has a built-in fan base. By focusing on him, the spin-off can tap into the existing affection for The Big Bang Theory while also attracting new viewers who might not have watched the original show. Social media has already erupted with excitement. Fans are sharing their favorite Stuart moments, from his awkward interactions with Sheldon to his heartfelt conversations with Leonard. Memes, fan art, and speculation about potential storylines are spreading across platforms, proving that interest in a Stuart-centered series is high. This level of fan engagement is critical. It not only boosts the potential for strong initial ratings, but also creates a dedicated community that can sustain the show over multiple seasons. Casting possibilities. Of course, a Stuart spin-off wouldn't be complete without the perfect cast. Naturally, Kevin Sussman would reprise his role as Stuart, bringing his unique blend of comedic timing and emotional depth. But beyond that, there's room for exciting new characters to populate Stuart's world. Imagine a mix of recurring comic store customers, eccentric neighbors, and potential love interests, all offering opportunities for humor, conflict, and heartfelt moments. There's also potential for guest appearances from original cast members. Even brief cameos from Sheldon, Leonard, or Howard could provide delightful nods to the original series while keeping the focus firmly on Stuart. Challenges and considerations. While the excitement is warranted, there are challenges ahead. Spin-offs of beloved shows often struggle to capture the magic of the original, and a Stuart-centric series will need to balance nostalgia with originality. It must appeal to longtime fans without feeling derivative, and it must create its own identity rather than relying solely on callbacks. Additionally, Stuart is a character whose humor often comes from awkwardness and vulnerability. While this makes him endearing, it also requires careful handling to avoid repetitiveness or forced comedy. The writers will need to craft a show that lets Stuart grow and evolve while retaining the traits that fans love. Why this could be the Big Bang Theory spin-off that works. If the spin-off succeeds, it could become a template for how to handle legacy characters in a post-series world. Shows like Frasier and Better Call Saul have proven that spin-offs can thrive when they focus on character depth, situational humor, and a clear narrative direction. Stuart's spin-off has the potential to follow in these footsteps by exploring new comedic territory while respecting the character's history. Furthermore, the timing is ideal. The current TV landscape embraces shows that blend humor, heart, and relatability. A Stuart spin-off could offer precisely that, a sitcom with emotional stakes, lovable characters, and the occasional nod to